Although we are active Church of Satan members, we do not speak on their behalf. The following contains language in an adult manner and poorly impersonated celebrity voices. Listener discretion is advised.
This is Magus Peter H. Gilmore, and I command thee to listen to The Devil You Know.
All right.
We're not doing that again.
Episode 17, everybody.
Yes, 1-7.
We're back again. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing very well again this week. Everything's cool. I'm registered, if you know what I mean, and I'm ready to go. So everything's
I'm registered thanks to a friend of mine as well.
Yeah, you don't have to mention that though. It's just that's between me, or you and him. Anyway,
Registered also.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Very excited about that. Been hearing a lot of feedback about the show, though. Like, I would just say the ratio of good to bad is like 10 to 1, 11 to 1, honestly. Like, yeah, a lot of people are loving what we're doing, loving different things.
We're getting a lot of more people all the time, too. It's definitely growing, so it's cool to see it happen, you know, like just kind of taking off.
It's interesting to check out, like, because we offer it through so many mediums, you know, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher. Yeah, Snitcher.
Snitchers get stitchers.
Snitchers get ditchers. But yeah, like, so it's hard. I mean, it's cool to check it out and see like how many people are viewing it and this and that. But the comments on YouTube are hilarious. The emails we've been getting are just, you know, really inspiring, I guess, and more motivating to just keep doing this. And
it's been a good time, really cool, man. I'm enjoying it.
I do get a lot of people though that ask about Christopher Walken.
Yeah. We haven't had him on since that whole thing with Adam, you know.
I didn't really know how to deal with it either.
Yeah, that's kind of just awkward for everybody, but you know, I mean, you know, we're moving on now, so
I figured we'd let him simmer down, pot roast, you know. Let him cool his jets turbo, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I mean, we've had enough time pass now. It's probably cool.
You think we should give him a call and see how he's doing, just to let people
you know, why not? What can it hurt, you know? Whatever went wrong with a phone call?
And hopefully this will satisfy some of the listeners' curiosity. So let me give him a call right now.
All right.
Hello and good evening. Thanks for calling 1-900 Sex-MILFs. May I help you?
Is Chris there?
Wait.
I can be Chris if you want me to. Thanks for calling our hotline. I hope you gentlemen are doing well this evening.
Yeah. It sounds like we are now, but this is not Christopher Walken's phone number then, right?
Oh, well, again, it certainly can be for the right price. Just hang on the line a little bit longer. I can be Christopher Walken for you.
Yeah.
I think no, let's not. Don't be Christopher. I kind of like how you sound already.
Yeah, I agree. But we're so sorry. We were trying to reach Christopher Walken, and I think I might have dialed a number wrong.
You know, we can talk to her for a few minutes.
Yeah, she does sound hot.
What a happy coincidence. I'm from parts unknown, just like the rest of the girls. Where are you gentlemen located?
Wow. I'm in Florida.
Yeah, I'm in Arizona, actually.
Oh, intercontinental.
So, Dorian, what do you want to do? I'm freaking out here now.
So, would you like to be a guest on our show?
Oh, what a great idea.
love to be a guest on your show. I hope it's a very long show.
Yeah, we do this podcast, and we try to do little funny stuff and everything, and we just got some equipment, some microphones, and mixing board and cable.
We should be calling Chris, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No, talk to me just a little bit longer. Did you say something about coaxial cables?
Yeah, there's definitely some cables around, a whole bunch of them actually.
Ooh, where do they go? Are there any inputs available?
Yeah, always. I've got a few left open, yeah.
So what are you gentlemen wearing tonight in your little technical box of doom?
I'm actually just in my underpants. They're like boxer briefs.
Boxers and briefs?
Yeah, it kind of.
Naughty boy. Naughty.
Well, I like the comfort of them, and it's still kind of snug in the right area, but it's cool. How about you?
Shouldn't we be
not you,
calling
Dorian.
Chris, man?
Dude, why are you fucking this up?
Well, isn't this costing us money?
Yeah, but it's in the account. It's cool.
Just
All right,
a couple more minutes, boys. Just a couple more.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm in.
Tell her what.
So you got those cables untangled yet, boys?
Yeah, it's a long cable.
Don't lie, dude. You have standard white boy cables like we do. It's long.
I'm playing the game.
Go
Shut
ahead
up.
then. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I wish we could high five each other right now.
So tell me what your cans look like, boys.
Oh, that would be you, Dorian. That question's for you. Tell
You
her
ever
about
heard
your
of an
cans.
Eiffel Tower?
I've heard of a dirty Sanchez. Does that count?
Yeah, definitely. Dirty. I don't know what that is. Can you explain that? What is a dirty Sanchez?
Well, there's this guy that does my lawn. His name's Jesus, and his brother's name is Sanchez. You get the rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's dirty.
Sounds dirty.
Do you know what a lemon squeeze is?
Before we go any further, I do have to ask you, studs, will this be Visa or MasterCard?
The Visa, I guess.
The following has been removed because it is on a need-to-know basis, and right now, you do not need to know. Thank you.
Excellent.
Man, all right. Dude, how long are we going to do this? How long are we going to keep this thing going?
Dude, she has become a guest on the show, so...
She sounds hot, but I mean...
Yeah, she probably looks hot too, dude. She does in my mind anyway. She's talking...
Okay, but what does this have to do with the show?
We have cables on the show, dude.
That's true, we do.
I think. And microphones, big microphones. Do you like big microphones?
How big are your microphones?
They're standard, about 6 inches, 6.5 if I'm really excited.
Hopefully it's not too cold in there, boys.
I'm in Florida, I'm nice and warm.
Dorian has a nickname. They call him Butt Plug.
Oh, why's that?
Because he was
Wait, how'd I get
over-circumcised. It's not his fault.
I need to add that one to my collection. I have a lot of them.
Oh my.
Wow. Tell us about him. What's in your collection?
Well, I've got one of each. At least 4 or 5. Of all sizes, all colors, all religions. It's pretty amazing. You both should come over and try them out sometime.
Wait, religions?
She's very secular, dude.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well, there's one that's circumcised, I think. Does that count?
Yes. If he's Jewish.
Dude, this is getting out of control, man. Come on. What are we doing? Are we going to ask some serious questions? We're off the track of the show.
Ask her about pseudo-Satanist or some shit.
Do you find anything sexy about Satanists? But
Satanists,
we're
the sexiest beings on the planet. Are you kidding?
Yeah, okay. That
I like the
now
way
it's starting
you
to sound
talk.
like it's part of the show. Now, yeah, this will work. So yeah, John and I are Satanists, and so that's kind of what we're trying to get you into our conversation here of our podcast.
I've heard they're all very sexy individuals. Is that true?
All of them except 4. We wouldn't really air who the 4 are, but the other ones are awesome. Yeah.
Oh my, do they have Platinum American Express though?
I'm sure.
We could probably forward you a list.
One guy definitely does.
Oh, I'm sure they're very sexy people then.
So I think we should probably let you go now. You have a lot to do.
Oh, are you sure? Just a couple more minutes and you'll hit that $100 mark, boy.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit, dude, we don't have the money here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're getting our money's worth though.
Oh, darn it. Oh, I have 6 kids to feed, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I'm limp.
We'd love to help you get out of that trailer, but we really got to go. Take care.
Fine. Leroy, shut the hell up. I told you to get off the furniture.
Well, that was interesting.
It was. It could have even been a little more interesting, but she sounded fucking hot, dude.
I know.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I said she sounds fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to take care of something, dude.
Oh, you do too? Because I got to, if I don't practice my mantra, I tend to get a little cranky. So I'm going to
meet you back here in 10 minutes.
Sure. I'll be, maybe 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Later. Good.
Infernal Link magazine is a quarterly magazine focused on publishing extremely dark and sexually charged fiction and poetry. In addition to our violently erotic fictional offerings, we have interviews and a regular music column written by Dave, the Dave of Lipscomb, that explore and expose the reader to artists and acts of a diabolically sinful nature. This magazine is not for the faint of heart or prudish.
The current and all back issues of Infernal Ink magazine may be found through Amazon Kindle or in print or PDF to Lulu.com. For more information about Infernal Ink, as well as Hydra M Star and Dave Lipscomb's other publications, can be found through HydraMStar.com, Facebook.com Infernal Ink magazine, or the Babel's Gallery on Facebook.
The Law of Gyps.
Law number 4. Snitches, bitches, and weekend witches deserve to get stitches and buried in ditches. Nobody likes a rat, a tattler, a poser, an asshole, a bitch, or a lunatic who runs around claiming to be a big shot, or a poser, or a phony clinging on to a label that does not fit that little cretin. Cross anyone's path with your jargon, and you will be swiftly buried, face first, 7 feet under. No time is wasted on those who do not stand on their own feet. No time is wasted on those who put on a costume. No time is wasted on a lack of an individual who clings to a label as a crutch. No time is ever wasted on an asshole who has no sense of decency, loyalty, courtesy, or a code of honor amongst loyal friends, brothers, sisters, and those who genuinely walk the left-hand path. Hail Satan.
take a few clams and run on down over to High Satanist and pick us up a couple of those sterling silver Baphomets everyone's been buzzing about. I hear that the bee's knees. And while you're at it, go ahead and take a gander at those LED wall plaques. From what I hear, that guy over there is hitting on all sixes. A real nifty fellow he is. Listen here, don't go over to those sappy ragamuffin knockoffs. I want the real McCoy, you got me? So do the right thing, and now you're on the trolley, you hear? Remember, I Satanist. That's I Satanist, I say. They're on the up and up. Now scram. Get a wiggle on, kid. You bother me.
All right, John. So one of the things that I really love about this interview section is that the females of the Church of Satan are some sexy ladies, and we need to get more of them going. So
you're darn right we do. We've got Witch of the Church of Satan, Countess Morivond.
Greetings, gentlemen. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Well, still buried a bit after Snowzilla.
But that's right. I forgot about that.
Doing well. We dug I should say our minions dug us out. We do have 7-foot walls on either side, but I can actually, go to my hair appointments now, which is quite lovely.
Is it pretty rough out there? I mean, as far as the, traffic and everything still, is it?
It's a little messy out there. It's a little bit better for the vehicles. Obviously, the priority was everyone who owns a damn car in this city, which for whatever reason. But the pedestrians are still struggling through the mighty slush, I'm afraid.
I don't miss it. I moved away. I'm from Connecticut, so I don't miss that East Coast stuff at all.
It was in the 50s for 2 days here, and it sucked.
I'm sorry. What's that I hear? The world's smallest violin in the background.
I didn't hear it, but yeah.
Don't rub it in, boys.
Right.
Well, we're really glad that you took the time to be on here. I've been, of course, flirting with you for years through the internet. So
be careful. The Count's listening.
Oh shit. Don't get in trouble.
He's in a different part of the castle right now, so have at it. But thank you. Yes, it's my honor to be on the show. I've listened to a few of the episodes, and they're absolutely amazing. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. We've listened to a few ourselves.
I would hope so.
That's awesome.
So how are things going with Dans Desaad?
Well, as you probably are already aware from the massive amounts of social networking posts, Dans Desaad is going gangbusters. It's an amazing sight to see, and I know, John, you've seen a bit of it as well.
Yeah.
But we just got back from our LA tour and a sold-out show at the Whiskey A Go-Go on the famed Sunset Strip, which was, check that box off. That was amazing. And also had another great show in LA out in the Silver Lake area at Los Globos, a very popular club out there. And of course, we made our way down to Orange County, or behind the orange curtain, as those of us who grew up there like to say, and slayed those folks as well. Special guests came out. Man, we even had a wolf. Unbelievable.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Awesome.
But
you didn't assist the criminals from escaping in Orange County while you were there, did you?
Oh,
did you guys hear about this? It's on the news right now.
No comment. No comment on that.
No comment. Yes, I can neither confirm nor deny. But I do know that Orange County does, especially in the Garden Grove, Westminster area, have a very large gang populace, unfortunately. So I have a feeling it's somehow connected. But no, we escaped in the nick of time.
Word up.
But you left some rain for them at least.
It started pouring just a couple of hours after we left, and of course all the palms were raised to the heavens, and we took full credit for it, you bet. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
And as you probably both are already aware, their debut album came out on New Year's Eve, so their very first LP, 13 lucky songs, and each one of them is a standalone gem. I am even blown away every time I listen to it.
I've been blasting it at the tattoo shop actually, and it's awesome music for the tattoo shop, and it's cool because people like it's people from any like different kinds of musical backgrounds will find something that they like about it. So it's been cool.
Yeah, as soon as I got home with it, I plugged it in the Mac and dragged the songs onto my iPhone, so we're good to go.
You guys are wonderful. Thank you, and to your listeners, of course, for all their support. It's just been overwhelming.
Well, thank you, and we want to thank you too for putting us in the special thanks section on the CD. On the inside. That's really cool.
Come on,
it is. It really is. It's really cool.
More than welcome, gentlemen. We look forward to a long and happy relationship of sorts. Ha ha. Wink, wink.
So now you've been around, obviously, I would assume, since the beginning of the band.
That is correct. Actually, being the wife of one of the two founders, of course, Count Morivond is the front man, and Gyps Fulvus, which you've had on a few times there, he's one of our favorites. He is a musical composer genius. We always liken him to the Mozart of our era. Crazy, batshit crazy, but oh my God, abundance of talent.
That's what I like about him. Yeah. He's a great guy. Really good.
Yeah. He actually did our theme music, so yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's fabulous. He's got several projects going. This one, of course, is the Tour de Force, and they're just going gangbusters. So with those two founding members, it was hard to lose. You've got the master poet, the poet laureate, if you will, writing those fantastic lyrics. And then you've got Gyps composing the music, and various talents in between. We've got a great lineup, the best it's ever been right now. Our keyboardist, Lilith Lavoison, always brings a naughty, talented, lovely element to the show. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah, Marlene and I couldn't take our eyes off her. It was really nice.
None of us can. We can hardly get through the songs. It's amazing.
I was like, whoa, my lady. It was awesome.
Our bassist, of course, is the one and only monster, 7 foot tall, as the Count likes to introduce him, 500 pounds. He's from another planet, doesn't speak, but man, he can shred that bass.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to ask where you guys found him. I don't know if you have to go to Scandinavia to get him or what, because he's like banana hands, you know?
Basically the product of a petri dish of sorts. So we really don't know. It's kind of like the wrestling metaphor of parts unknown. We like to keep it that way.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. And then you have another guitarist, right?
Yeah, we do. We have our two newest members, our rhythm guitarist, Chelsea Awful. She's played with a couple of other really outstanding bands here in New York City. And our new skin beater, Jimmy Skulls. The Skulls is one of the most talented folks I've ever met. So quite the lineup.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. And it was a great show, too. I mean, I stayed the second day and watched you guys at the Tiki Bar, and another great show. It was awesome.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And the special guests even surprised myself.
Is there anything about the this West Coast tour that maybe stands out as just an amazing moment, something that really just is embedded itself in your mind?
Oh, gosh. It was just a whirlwind of moments. The experience was just frenetic and amazing from beginning to end. It's really hard to pick out a singular moment. Maybe meeting Jesus on the sidewalks of Sunset Boulevard and the Count.
I've seen him there before.
Yeah, apparently he has now switched sides. So just to let you know, whatever the Count whispered to him in his ear when that picture was taken was affected his life overall. So.
I remember we were standing out, hanging out in front of the whiskey, and I see the Count walk up, and I said, "Hey," and he's like, "John, hey, what's up?" and everything, and then he turns to Marlene and he goes, "Hello, love." That was the coolest thing ever.
He's got that demeanor.
Yeah,
he's a
awesome.
Lady killer, all right, I'll tell you. Oh, wait, hold on. We went to the Rainbow afterwards, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't stick around to watch any of the other bands, LA Guns or Faster Pussycat. We were like out, and we just went to Rainbow. Ron Jeremy did me a favor, and then we all hung out. It was awesome. Thanks, Ron. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
But Ron Jeremy, yes, Sebastian Bach, they all followed us there. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Right on. Sounds like a great time I fucking missed, of course. even though I asked you guys to come out there the whole time. You finally listened to me.
Yeah, finally did. And it certainly won't be the last time we're out there. We were welcomed with opening arms, and we certainly appreciated that.
Right on. I like being opening legs are welcoming, too.
You're taking a chapter from the Count's book again, aren't you?
Naughty boy.
Naughty.
That's funny. So what's it like being, managing them? Is that an easy thing, a hard task? What? Tell us about that.
Wow. It's a lot harder, or more challenging, I should say, than I had anticipated. It's the first time I'd ever really done that, and just kind of filled a role that needed to be filled. Wow, what a learning experience that was. They started obviously 3 years ago, and started actually playing shows a couple of years ago. I got into the New York promoting and booking scene pretty quickly and pretty heavily, and acted like I knew what the heck I was doing.
Yeah, rightfully so.
And their opening show was at a somewhat large bar down in Brighton Beach. They were able to cut their teeth there, and they've just been nonstop ever since. It's been, more than 35 shows, I believe, that they've accomplished so far.
All right.
Awesome.
But yeah, I have to say, I wouldn't, I don't know, I need to be younger to do this job. Let me put it this way. It's nonstop. It is 24/7. You probably know something very similar in your own lives. You guys are just Energizer bunnies.
Yeah.
However, I've had the media experience in my life. I do have I worked for CNN and Ted Turner. I was in front of the camera, behind the camera, did all aspects of film, radio, TV. But in this particular industry, it's tough, I'll tell you. It's a DIY world, obviously, and record labels aren't always the ultimate goal.
Especially nowadays, they're almost obsolete.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Independent labels are all out there, but in order to experience what Danse d'Assad brings to the table, it's not only really quality music, but it's also the performance, the theater.
Right.
So to miss a show is to miss something pretty interesting and spectacular. So we've been trying to get out more and more. We've obviously done LA. We've done a lot of the East Coast, down from Washington, D.C., all the way up to almost Connecticut before we got snowed out.
Oh, yeah.
So now you got to make your way to Florida then, I guess.
That's actually what I was kind of considering next.
All right.
So consider that a threat. Absolutely.
It's a welcome threat.
Any chance of doing the Phoenix thing and maybe hitting Las Vegas and things like that?
Oh, I'd love to do that particular run, yeah. Try coordinating 6 or 7 different work schedules and play schedules and finances and all that fun stuff.
All right, I'm on it.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'll take it.
Right? That's crazy.
Did you have much? I know. Well, and I guess we'll get into your acting history and stuff in a minute here. But obviously, you enjoy getting up on stage and singing as well. Do you have much background in that?
Interestingly enough, the majority of my background is on the stage. And as you had mentioned, I did quite a few musicals, off Broadway, of course, but no formal training in my life. I just kind of basically imbue the spirit animal of Ethel Merman, and I just go to town.
Nice.
Awesome. That's great. So let's like Dorian almost said, let's bring it back a little bit. Let's talk about the little Countess running around growing up. What was life like? What were your parents like? Were they religious? How was that?
Interestingly enough, I had a fairly normal background, middle class growing up. Mom and Dad loved me, so no issues there, thankfully. For the most part, I was born in Bremerhaven, Germany. My father was in the Air Force at the time and stationed over there.
Oh, willkommen.
So yeah, Dankeschön. I picked up very little of it, of course, and after a couple of years there he was transferred back to the States, and we kind of lived in various parts of the country, for the most part, Southern California. So I actually graduated high school in Huntington Beach. And,
oh wow!
Yeah, did a lot of college there and elsewhere, and just kept
Did you
moving.
surf?
I totally did. Totally did. We were like surfers and
Oh, gnarly.
dude, every morning before classes, we would totally go out to the pier, hang 10 and shoot the tube. And
Righteous, dude. I'm like 150 years old, man. No, I'm sorry. Anyway.
And if I'd stayed out there for any length of time, I would look like 150 years old. After
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, since you grew up in that area, then was that kind of an easy transition to stage, to acting, to musicals, because it's so much that's there in Southern California?
It was an easy bridge, absolutely. Started, the weird drama stuff in high school as an outcast by the Sportos, which was fine. And then just continued on. Did, community theater, did a whole bunch of extra parts in Hollywood. It was just easy to transfer to Universal or Warner Brothers or any of those close by areas. But yeah, I did a lot of stuff. What all did I do? Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is when I was like 18 years old, right?
Right.
And just hanging out on the movie sets. I Want to Hold Your Hand, FM, Fast Break, a whole bunch of those things where we would just bust to the studio and then bust back at the end of the day. But man, I met a whole lot of fun people and got to see a whole lot of backstage areas that no longer exist, and it was a fun chapter in my life for sure.
Wow, that's cool.
That sounds awesome.
Very interesting. So, where did you? How long did you pursue acting?
Even when I moved to Hawaii, I also had an agent there. I was doing commercials, Aloha Airlines and those kind of things. Had my own radio show over there, so I voiced a lot of the audio commercials and ads that you hear in between. And then
you do have a sexy voice too, so I guess I can.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, I did a lot of voice talent, let me tell you. I did a whole lot of cartoons and dubbing of foreign language films, and that was fun. Exactly. I never got to the kung fu.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Honto desu ka?
Oh.
But yeah, anyway, so I did, get a nice little gig in Hawaii with the Olsen twins at the time. They had just come out of, I guess, Full House or whatever the popular show was, and they were doing their...
Rehab.
Yeah, that too. I think that was free, actually. But they did the whole Whodunit series, the little kids detective series, and I was on one of the shows playing Miss Monica, an aging actress. It was typecasting. What can we say?
Oh man, that's funny.
But the voice talent stuff was fun, I have to say.
Can you give us a little taste of maybe some of the stuff you used to do?
Let's see. Well, let's see. I used to the last projects that I did were voicing videos for the military on how to defuse IEDs. So you might not want that voice.
No, not really.
Smooth 105 Jazz FM. One of those kind of voices.
Awesome.
Nice.
Crack me up, you guys.
So, since we never really touched on it, how were your parents very religious, or how was
right.
that?
Well,
Yeah.
in the middle class neighborhood, both of them that loved me. Yes, I grew up in a very Southern Baptist family. So yes, it was the baptizing, the biting off of chicken heads, dancing with snakes, and all that fun stuff. Not quite that bad.
That's where the kind where they all sing, right? They're all like, "Whoa, Lordy," right? Stuff like that.
That's pretty much it. That's it. And they're all barefoot, and they make their own moonshine. So it's a good crowd to hang out with.
Good times.
But Yeah, it was. Even my parents realized it was a bit much to ask of me, and I went through maybe 8 or 10 years of Sunday school and going to services and things, and then I started to talk to my friends who were Jewish and Muslim and all these other theologies that were represented, and I attended services with them. And became more curious. So at a fairly young age, I realized this is all a load of crap, and started to try and make my own way, which is not so easy. When you're not part of a group, you're entirely ostracized, especially in that type of community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stop saying what I say.
So at what point did you discover Satanism?
Well, I first actually skimmed the Satanic Bible when I was in my late teens, when I was still immersed in those studies of various theology and religions, and it affected me rather significantly. But I purposefully set aside the process of really delving deep into that philosophy to just go ahead and be a kid. I was in the 70s and the 80s, and I was very desperate to pursue life itself, its random adventures. And of course, there's always the annoyance of the everyday survival needs. So I went ahead and focused on that, but picked up the tome later on in life when I was feeling more successful and secure in my finances and my values and beliefs. So I was able to more deeply analyze and indulge that more fully. Hey, here I am with a whole bunch of really cool people. I'm really grateful to be here.
Sweet.
Very awesome.
Very cool. Yeah.
So at what point did you decide to locate from one coast to the other?
Well, I had lived all over the world my whole life, and decided in 1997 I was going to get a real quote-unquote job that also afforded me the ability to travel. Yeah, exactly. So I took a job with the government, with the Army Broadcasting Service, and I was stationed over in Korea, in Seoul at Yongsan Air Station, Yongsan Base, I should say, and I was the news director for the Armed Forces Korea Network. I was there for about 5 years. I did a whole bunch of fun stuff, did a lot of traveling, and also got into the government biz, so I knew my benefits were good, and I may end up with a fat little pension. So for 5 years I was in Korea, moved back to the States, was in Florida, but I've lived all over the world. And it's been amazing to me. That's one of the biggest bonuses, I think, of this world and the smallness of our transportation these days, is that you can just go anywhere for just a few hours of your time. You can be in Istanbul and London, on the same day.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Really awesome.
So when and where did you meet the Count?
Ooh, well, we met through mutual friends, and it was actually online, something that my generation just didn't do.
Right.
I was an admirer of his written work, his first published work, The Devil's Troubadour, and his work with Revolver 1010, which was an electronic EDM music project that he did before I met him. And we instantly struck up a correspondence and a mutual admiration, and it developed from there. We met, about 6 months later in New York City. I flew up, and the chemistry was bang, boom, bada, boom, bing, bang, big, boom. And
big, bada, boom. Yeah.
Bada, boom, big.
When he met you in person, did he say, hello, love?
No, I think we were both a little overwhelmed. We'd already fallen in love with each other at that point. So there was a whole lot of silence and staring and holy crap, this is really happening. And
Wow.
if you can imagine the Count speechless, I think we both were in that moment.
Oh,
but
awesome.
Then, a year after we met, we were formally married down in, he flew down to Florida to be with me. And I got an assignment at McGuire Air Force Base up in New Jersey, we got married and we sold everything we owned and hauled ass up to New Jersey.
Nice.
Wow.
The rest is history, and we'll be we were married in 2006, so we'll be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year.
Hey, nice.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, I don't know what that is. Is that paper? Is that cardboard? Is that used condoms? I don't know what the fuck.
Ooh.
Ouch. Okay. Oh, so wait. The next question Dorian had written down was, "Are you a virgin?" But I guess that's the answer's no. Okay. Gotcha.
If Countess Bathory was a virgin, then I can be one too.
Hey, boy.
So what? How long? When did you join the Church of Satan?
Well, actually, while I was down in Florida, so that would have been 2006. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that was a big year for you.
That was a big year for me. Holy crud. I need to celebrate. Starting now.
Yeah.
And begin.
Oops, too
Yeah,
late.
start by taking the tape off of that camera.
I've already put you into it, brother. Sorry. Couldn't wait for you.
Oh, that's funny. Taking it back to the music, with Dance to Sod and the Count, is there any specific song that stands out from the new album that is your favorite that maybe we could play for the kids?
Well, you know, I have to say there is one in particular that's near and dear to my heart. It's called Welcome the Soul Eaters. And it's the one track that, well, not the only track, but the one track I'm featured most prominently on, and I'm very, very proud of it. I'd be honored if you would play that.
All right, so here's track 3, Welcome the Soul Eaters.
right.
Dorian, what'd you think of that?
You know what? All the kids are saying it's totally dope.
Dope.
No, I love it. I love the whole fucking album.
Yeah,
So,
I love the you can't really put a word on it. There's just a magic to the sound, and it's just grabs you.
The album it definitely has like a. I gotta ask you, was this like a recorded as far as like a group setting in the studio, or was it instrument at a time? Because it sounds it's got like that raw, like we're all in the room together kind of feeling.
And that's exactly how it was recorded.
Oh,
Recorded it in a very special room of the house that was filled with all kinds of energy.
So it was old school. That's cool.
Old school, you betcha.
That's
you
the
betcha.
best.
Gyps did the mastering for that, so we're very lucky to have him in the group for sure.
Excellent.
Very cool. I think that was awesome.
It's really difficult to describe to others, though. I'm curious to know what would you, and I don't want to use any kind of comparisons whatsoever, but how you would be helping me as a promoter. How would you describe the sound?
Man, you know what? It's like to me, I get mixtures of obviously goth and punk and hard rock. I mean, there is a punk kind of feel to parts of it, but bringing in, of course, Count's vocals, and then even like the organ style keyboards, definitely bringing that goth sound to it. And I guess that kind of just gives them a great way to be able to share the stage with a lot of different kind of bands, because it's still got that, you still got that stripper rock in there too, which I know from talking to Gyps that, he's got a lot of same background as John and I as far as bands we like and stuff. So it's like so many of those things combined, which is cool. It makes a unique sound for you guys.
That's the thing. It's got that sleaze rock, but like Dorian said, the gothic vocals over it, and it's just good time, party time, rock and roll feel to it. Just gives it that raw kick in the nuts. It's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That helps me a lot, actually.
I would say if you took this is gonna be a weird one, but if you took Kiss and the Sex Pistols and Typo Negative and threw them in a blender.
I always like to say it's. And what else is added?
What? Oh, Typo Negative.
Oh! I thought you were going to add another one in there. I've heard so.
Oh, I was going to say, and then pour that over, a hot amplifier.
Oh, there you go. That's a good visual.
Would you chop it or puree it? So I'm looking at the cover of it, and there's a lot of elements to it graphically, but there's one element that sticks out. There's this woman, and she has something in her mouth. Is it a what is that?
What is that?
That's what I'm saying. What is that? Oh well, pick up the album, guys. Pick up the album. Get it as soon as possible because you will see what she's got in her mouth.
Yep. The Count worked diligently on those graphics too. It really it has the essence of the 70s New York grindhouse cinema and 42nd Street filth. We like that.
Yes, filth.
More filth.
And that sounds like that's probably a hard work for him to have to sit there and look at those. And
well, he does an awful lot of research, thankfully. Yes.
Don't we all? But yeah. Okay, so we asked this question of all our guests. What does Satan mean to you?
That is a very, very profound question. And a lot of different input that I've heard on your show and elsewhere.
Cheater.
It's, no. I'm trying to not plagiarize. I don't want to be an Amy Schumer or anything. However...
That was awesome.
Threw her right under the bus. But basically the realization that I am my own God. I'm responsible for the successes or failures of my dreams, and that's what that symbol represents. That my individual path in life is to absolutely be celebrated in its uniqueness. As you know, we've seen from a lot of the members, everyone's unique. Everyone brings something wonderful to the organizations. And that symbol is a comfort. It brings us together in what I think to be the truth of knowing, the conviction of life well lived through the tenets of the Church of Satan organization. And I just absolutely love being surrounded with like minds, dreamers and doers and thinkers and supporters who recognize that greatness within themselves and me, of course. It's caused a lot of great change, and it's been a very positive force in my life.
Excellent
That's
answer.
awesome. I gotta say, this is our 17th episode, and that is like the 11th best answer.
Nice.
I don't even know what that means, but it's awesome.
Is there cash involved or a medal? Or
We'll talk after the show. But
a hearty handshake and a pat on the back. Yay!
get out of here, kid! You bother me. Yeah.
No,
it really was. It was really cool.
Well, we just got to say thank you so much, Countess, for being here with us. It was
Absolutely.
a pleasure having you with us.
Yep.
My absolute pleasure. You two gentlemen are amazing. I still think that way, even after this interview. And thank you again for having me.
Well, that's because the audience hasn't heard the parts that we're going to do when we stop recording.
That's true. This is very true.
I can't wait to see you in a few months.
Yes, looking forward to that very much.
Okay. Well,
All right,
until then, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
That's going to do it for episode 17 of The Devil You Know. A very special thanks to Countess Morivond, Donstad, and Gyps Fulvus. Also like to thank everyone who has sent us their auditions, comments, and rants to info@thedevilyouKnowpodcast.com. And until next time, a hearty hail Satan.